Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta start something. Why are you up here? You are just awful. Come on. Oh, you can't get in my lap. You have to excuse the assistant here. Here, we'll get you, jump you over. There you go. There you go. So, what to do next? And basically a week has been passed from the last video. And I had to clean up the workbench. And when I say workbench, it needed a new sheet of plywood, and that's what I use for a tabletop. I've always said a modeler should have basically 7 work tables. I know it sounds crazy, and it's more of a shop standard of what I'm thinking of. A building table, a painting table, a drying table, and if you're into molding and casting, molding table, casting table, a tool table. That would be for all your little micro tools and all that. And then 7 table would be more industrial, drill press, all that. Everything's lined up. That's just fantasy world, but that's just what I think it is. And I have to tell you all, it got hot. I mean, we had nice weather, and then one day it's just hot here in Oklahoma. But anyway, I had to clean off my workbench, and the actual table was almost fused. I don't know if I can show it. You might see some of the remnants here. Resin casting and everything. It basically fused the wood to it, and I had to pry it off. And it was lumpy, and I've been trying to put like I want to say band-aids on top of it just to level it out. And finally, I just had to. I'm not in the kit making business anymore, so I went ahead and got rid of the table, got me a new piece of plywood, and we are ready to rock and roll. And so the first thing I did on the workbench was I took the electric toothbrush and made the sander. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can get you like little hook and like Velcro and put that on there if you want to make the sanding stick. I went ahead and just went with double-sided tape and I put that on there. You don't have to be perfectly circular if you want to, and it really pretty loud, but it's pretty fast too, and it takes off a lot of stuff. It's real easy. All you gotta do is just cut all the bristles off, double-sided tape, and then whatever grit sandpaper you want, and you can go to town. Anyway, been wanting to do that for a long time, and that was hitting the hit spot. Making something that you need, and since I made it, I probably don't need it, but who knows. Anyway, so I made me a little hand orbital sander. So again, everything here. So what to do next, and I've got it narrowed down to 2 things. And let me see it. Let me see. I got it narrowed down to, where's it good? Yeah. Well, basically the Japanese tiger tank, which I got that narrowed down to that. I just have to go dig out I probably got some tiger tanks already pretty much assembled. It's I want to say an early tiger. It's got the round drum. I've been really thinking about that. Just gives you basically in that camo, if you can see it, the brown and green with the yellow basically stripe that goes all the way down. I just think it looks cool, and I wanted to get the old Tamaya Japanese tanker figure and put on it. That's what I want to. I'm just about considering that. However, I have been I may do this, and I don't know if I want to build the kit because I do have another kit coming, or I want to try to do it from scratch. And let me find me a picture. Well, no. Well, yeah, that's close enough. I've been reading about Civil War balloons, and I've been more, wanting to build a balloon, especially the Civil War one. But I want to build a specific one, and that is the Enterprise. Thomas Thaddeus Lowe, he had his balloon, the Enterprise, which was basically, I want to say, not military grade, but more of a civilian grade, and he used that and showed Lincoln and all that, and I'm really, really tempted. AMT in the 76, roughly, came out with the Intrepid balloon kit, and let me see if I can find that. And it's one of those, they came out with that kit. I have another one coming. I have one for the shed, and I always want another one because I do like ships named Enterprise. However, I do not like to build the Enterprise. And when I say the Enterprise, that would either be Star Trek Enterprise or the aircraft carrier Enterprise. That's the two most commonly built. I won't say I won't build it, but I just won't, as everyone else does it. But other ships name Enterprise, especially a balloon, I am really considering that. This kit is basically, and I should have probably went and dug out the one in the shed. It's 1/5/7 scale, which kind of a, excuse my language, bastardized sale, but hey. But I only have one problem with the kit, and it's if you see the little lines, that's actually molded on top of the kit, which is about the only thing I don't really care for. But anyway, I thought about, I don't know. I basically want to build it, and this is a good example. Where it says Intrepid is where I want to say Enterprise, and I thought that would be pretty darn slick. Plus, I was reading all about the balloon school and all that balloon that they had for the Union and for the Confederates, and I thought that would be a pretty darn slick thing to do. So it's one of those two things. So I will keep everyone posted on and I'll decide what I want to do. So anyway, that's what I got going on today, trying to decide if I want to build a tank or a balloon, or unless something else just absolutely magically pops somewhere. But anyway, that's what I got going on today, and I cleaned up the workbench. Hopefully I can keep it pretty clean, because I had to get all the sanding dust, painting, it was a complete mess. But anyway, we are ready to rock and roll for the next project. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.